I'm about to stitch it, and sorry, this is going to be in a few videos. This one-handed lock is a bit not so easy to do, but you'll notice I've switched to my zipper foot. I've moved my needle across so it will be stitching down next to the head of the zip, and what I've done is I've left the tail end of the zip. That obviously, if I'd done it properly, I would put the head of the zip on, but I haven't put a head on, but obviously it would be there. And the nice thing about this is that even if you're using an invisible zip, leave the head of your zip off your project, so it's not in your way and you don't have to go around it. Your zip, if you take a 20 centimeter zip, that is should be perfectly substantial in length for an A-line skirt of any normal length, and so you have a few centimeters to play with. So you can leave the head off, and then you'll see when I put my facing on that I enclose everything over here where this excess would be cut off. So normally the head of the zip will be on there. When you're finished, you pull it down, then you put your facing on, and making sure that the head of your zip is now within your project. But just to start, to keep the head off and make it easier to stitch, we do this, leaving that tail off there. I'll try tape it, film it while I do it. Let's see how this works one-handed. So I go down one side of the zip. What I'm doing here is I'm just using my fingernails to squish the zip perfectly in place. You'll always be able to, even with the invisible zip that's less chunky, you'll be able to feel where the zip is and go right as close as you can. You'll see I'm stitching literally right next to the teeth. And I go all the way down. You obviously don't want to stitch into your teeth, but as close as you can get without stitching into your teeth is good. And then go down as far as your loose stitching is. So that where I say loose stitching, I mean with your long stitch length that's easy to unpick. I'm going a bit screwy here one-handed, but you'll forgive me. Okay. When I get to my small stitches, where it's not so easy to unpick, where I did my reinforced seam and when I say I went backwards for a while, I did a reverse stitch to reinforce it. I keep my needle in the fabric, turn it around, go over my zip. You can go back and forward a few times there if you like, for demo purposes, and because I'm doing it one-handed, I'm just going to do it once. And then turn your fabric around and go up the other side. Okay, I'm going to put the camera down now so I can do it a bit more easily, and then I'll show you how to do your face.